All right, students. So we're ready to find the telomere of the chromosome. Remember, telomere, excuse me, is the beginning section. Now I don't really have a highlighter here at home, but I've got lots of like markers here that can act like them. So you can actually, if you have Crayola markers or any markers, really, you can kind of make do with anything. And I'll kind of show you what we're doing. So we're going to be looking for the telomeres. Now, telomeres in chromosomes actually are a repeating sequence of DNA. So here I found the beginning of my sequence. Here's the beginning. I know that's start because I had put start. And notice these triplets. Now remember, triplets are 3 letters at a time. So notice this TTAGGG. And then repeats TTAGGG. So that is repeating, and so it's actually going off all the way through the end of where my camera is and goes on for quite a long time. That is my telomere. And so what actually happens every time this cell divides or DNA replicates is a little snippet of this will get cut off the end. So what I want you to do is I want you to actually highlight or underline or do something that indicates the beginning of so here's the beginning, and I want you to go all the way to the end and find out where the end is. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you to find the one at the beginning and find the one at the other end. Now remember, when you're reading it, read left to right. So TTAGGG. So I would go all the way to the other end and start reading backwards. And so if you're reading backward, it's going to be GGGATT, but you're finding where does that telomere begin. So remember, it's like the aglets, it's the ends of the shoelaces. Then what it's going to ask you to do, wherever that segment is, so let's pretend that it ended right here. The next question asks you to indicate how many triplets long is your telomere. Now let's pretend it ended right here. So I would report 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 8 triplets long. Now, then the next question says, how many base pairs would this be? Or because you have to remember, there would be AAT, CCC. You're only seeing one side of the double helix here, but that makes it a little simpler to see. So when it asks you how many individual base pairs, it would really be that 8 times 3. So there are 24 letters here. It's easier to count triplets and then multiply by 3 than to count individual letters. I think you would agree. So in this task, please find the entire telomere at the beginning, then find the entire telomere at the end. Then report in the next slide. There's blanks, so you'll highlight that blank and or click on the blank and put your number in for the triplets first, and then multiply to get the number of base pairs, or the number of nitrogen bases in the telomere at the beginning. So the starting end, so this is our starting end, and then the other end, which is way down. Whoa, that's really weird, way down there. Okay, all right, so hopefully this task is helpful. If you need help with this, and either rewatch this or give me a shout out, all right, on email or however you want to get hold of me. All right, good luck finding your telomeres.